do whatever we can do to keep them going.
Absolutely. The 2016 season has been definitely a eye-opener for a lot of people. It's something, I mean, literally the vibe from last year, to this year, not just being, part of the media program or whatever, and you're kind of seeing a different side of people and listening to different people, listening to the drivers and everything. Everybody is stoked for the 2016 season, and having just that, that energy and that build-up. I mean, people's, hair on their arms are sticking up because this season, by far, people have talked about, since 2010, that, it's just growing and growing, and 2016 is just going to be that much bigger. Speaking of that, who do you have, I mean, you talked a little bit about your sponsors and stuff like that, but who do you dedicate a lot of your racing to, to start this 2016 season to make it, that much better for your race team?
Most of it, what I have going right now, I have to say it's my wife. Like I said earlier, I was ready to dump all this and just move on to some other things. I got a lot of other hobbies that I do and a lot of other interests, and I just, when I felt like everybody wasn't having fun, it was time to do something different. There's nobody out here on the West Coast that's going to make a living at this. This is a hobby at best and a very expensive one.
That's the problem with racing out here.
Well, that's the problem with racing everywhere. It costs the same to race here as it does everywhere in the United States. I've raced in several states all the way across the board, and it's the same. But the big difference is how many people they have involved in other places and how many people help keep it going. And so we need to do that here.
You're saying that brings up an interesting point. Why does the Midwest and the East Coast have such corporate backing, and that's such a hard thing to do out here on the West Coast? The corporate backing is the one thing that you don't see to really make a major successful tour with the late models or really any other division on the West Coast. What's the one thing you think prevents that?
Well, like Josh said, money. But the thing that prevents it is they don't keep the public involved in racing enough. And for corporate America to dump money into something, the public's got to be into it. The public's got to be able to return that investment to them. And it starts with the fans, the people in the grandstands. And you can't put people in the grandstands if the cars they don't want to watch aren't at the racetrack, if the driver they don't want to watch or that they want to watch isn't at the racetrack. You have to keep the fans involved. They're everything. And if you put people in the grandstands and you have a packed house and you've got people excited about racing, the rest of it will come naturally by itself. And that's really, really hard now to make some people in today's world understand. They want money, they want instant gratification, and it's all about me.
It's a true fact. That's exactly a true fact.
I mean,
right
it's
there.
sad to say, but that's the way it is, and unfortunately, that's where you guys come in. We need guys like you all over doing this kind of thing to get people involved, to let people know that this is what's going on and this is where it's at and this is what they do. And hey, you can come down to the mall and actually touch these race cars and meet the drivers, and they're not shoving you out of the way because they're trying to change a tire, because they're trying to get home because they just got crashed. You can actually interact with them. And I have people walk through the mall today and looking at the cars and asking questions, and one particular gentleman has got a racetrack 2 miles from his house and didn't even know it was there. We have to fix that.
Exactly, and that goes with press and coverage and doing our jobs on the media side. But we're going to do that in 2016. And Doug, it's been great talking with you, man. It's been an awesome interview. The 8 car, I'm sure we're going to see it somewhere in Victory Lane at the track of the Northwest.
It's going to be somewhere. We're going to do something with it. It'll be spectacular any way we do it.
Well, anytime you do something that tends to be spectacular, whether it's a win or a big wreck, I mean, we've seen it before. But I want to say thanks for taking your time with us here at the
you guys.
car show presented by Jetstream Aqua Massage and Moxie Media. It's been an awesome time talking with you, and let's do it again in Victory Lane this summer somewhere.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
All right. Thanks again, Doug.
Thank you.